Welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. And time to actually speak to Snake first of all. And I don't have the Damask sword on me. Do I? Do I indeed? No, I don't. I put it in the chest, didn't I? Anyway, while I get started, let's talk a little bit about what I did. Off camera, I've just tried to make another one of those gold books. Failed again, third time in a row. You know, it's supposed to be only a 30% chance of failure, but yep, they're all independent, so you could keep going and keep on hitting that 30% chance. So that wasn't great. It cost me about a gold every time because I go and buy the gold jewelry from the merchant in town and go back around, and yeah, I can't really craft the gold prayer yet. Never mind. Let's go and see what. Ah, there we go. Yes, we get plus 10 for the Damask sword with a gem. That is a nice sword. I've got one too. You've been following me for a while, okay? And he's got followers. How many of them? Okay, they're not the best followers in the world. He wants to kill us with the sword and then return to life again. Oh, no, that's not good. No. Ugh. You have died. And yeah, go back to Snake and accuse him of basically sacrificing us. Well, we got better. All right, what have you got to say now? So he's basically using us as a recruitment tool for his own little cult. Yeah. Are we done? Okay, and that means that we, well, about the necklace, let's have a look. Anything to say there? About the ritual? No. We can't take the endless notebook until we get him to 100, I assume. So nothing further we can do with Snake just yet. I'm not sure where those followers went either, because I don't think they came back down here. Anyway, so I couldn't craft the gold sermon, unfortunately. I'm going to keep trying. However, in the meantime, whenever we get a body, and we've got a few supplies left, and when I say supplies, I mean spare bodies. Let's just take, let's say this one. We don't necessarily need more zombies. You'll see over there, I've got a few stacking up, but what I would like is better zombies. To do that, what I'm going to be doing for these bodies at least, you'll see I've already taken the blood and fat out of them. We're going to be taking out the organs. Now, I don't have the perk that lets me see exactly what the organs do yet. That's something that will take some time. However, I should have the one which tells me if they are the dark version. So we can continue just taking stuff out and seeing if that's going to be the case. However, I think they're quite rare. So we may not be able to get them very quickly at any rate. Which means I should probably just take out the skin. And then get rid of this corpse onto let's say the pyre, the sort of smoky, flamey way out of the corpses. And we'll leave them out here for now. I'm going to go and do the same thing with the others and see if we get any of those dark organs. I'm waking up one morning. Do you really need to say every time how refreshed you are? Yeah, yes I do. It's my thing. Okay, a vampire hunter. And he's going to burn down the church. Okay, so he's going to be waiting for us on which hill. Why don't we just go and take a look and see what we can do there. So that's of course over here. The donkey did just deliver a new corpse, but we're not going to have a problem with that just yet. Let's see if... oh, there he is. He's hiding just behind a rock. Let's go and have a look. What have you got to say? Fine. We need a wooden plank as well. Almost like a stake of some kind. Well, we'll see. I think I should have some in the chest anyway, so let's see. Yep, wooden plank. Let me just take a few. And let's see if that will complete something. Let's see where a vampire hunter is. Let's go down there. Okay, are you going to complete now? Here's a wooden plank. And that gets us an extra 10 reputation, so pretty good. We're waiting an entire day. And another entire day. It's coming up on a week out here in the wilderness. Oh, here we go. He's coming. Get ready. That's gotta be Geralt of Rivia. And poor Geralt gets squashed. After all, he is a witch hunter. Alright, and that gives us a medallion that we can use to get through the dungeon. And, well, I guess we're going to have to just get rid of this rock and, well, the evidence. And we get a body. Okay, a hunter's medallion and some other bits and pieces. So let's go and take this and let's just, I don't know, see what's really inside, Geralt. Let's just put you down for a second. Yeah, I can take you out and throw you over here for a second. We don't need you. Now, am I going to get... Ah, there we go. You see, we get Dark Brain, Dark Heart, but not necessarily intestines. So, we could also use this corpse because it's already got 10 skulls to do all kinds of different things with. But to complete the Inquisitor's quest, we're going to need the Dark Organs. So, let's take those out. 1, 2, and we're going to need intestines as well, but we don't have any chance of that with this. So, you'll see what happened as soon as I took both of those out. Yeah, the corpse is down to 1 skull. I guess we could take the blood out as well. And indeed the fat as normal. In fact, there is no fat. Geralt. He's certainly not chubby, so no problem. Fine, let's just take the body. And we'll get rid of that one as well. Is there any dark in this? No. Or at least I can't see it. However, it is a 10 skull corpse. Interesting. So before we actually get to that, I want to use this great pie and then study those organs because we want to get all the blue points in the world. So let's just go in here and we can study this. Takes 5 faith to study it, but pretty good. And how many blue points? Lots is the answer. Lots of blue points. I need some science. I need to just get some paper. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Okay, and it started on 127 and we're now on 228. So 101 blue points. We don't have anything else. Oh, in fact, we can study some stone. I'm not sure why I've never studied that before, but I assume this is just going to be red points mostly. Yeah. Anything else on me? In fact, we can use those silver books. That'll get us 50 science. But let me do that. Should save me some time in future using paper. And then we can go and put those dark intestines and a dark heart back. Now, I could go look it up on the wiki, but I can't really see what effect they would have until when we put them back into another body, until we get that second perk. But because we've just gotten through and got a lot of blue points, we're not necessarily all that far away from it. We need 300, we've got 229, and we should have another astrologer day literally tomorrow. So this one I definitely want to keep, because I want 10 skull corpses by all means, and these not so much. I'm going to need more wood out here to make those sort of go away. Let's just pop them down here, and I'll go and get more sorted. Let's skip forwards until we get to the astrologer, and then we should be able to take that final piece of technology. Oh, and we were also getting blue points here because I've had this one crafting, this furnace crafting the flasks, or the bottles, or whatever they are, conical flasks. That's pretty good to get points from. And we also now have the medallion to unlock the rest of the dungeon. Of course, I got stuck on, I think it was it floor 10? I think it was floor 10 that we were actually stuck on. So why don't we go down and we can have a look at the dungeon, and then also maybe the Inquisitor. Sorry, not the Inquisitor, the Astrologer. Okay, so it's the next day, and let's go and teleport over to the lighthouse. Go and see what we've got. We want to trade, and we want to get the blue points. Pretty much just the blue points. Don't really care about the others anymore whatsoever. And let's use those up. There we go. So what are we on now? Technology is 312. Yes, we're going to take this. That gets us the ability to see what everything does. And that is the entire alchemy tree done, and anatomy. Theology, we've still got this bottom area left for lots of different upgrades. Book writing, I did take the couple of paper productions, but we don't have quite enough for the complex printing press. And farming's all done. We're down to pretty much quests in most of these now. Smithing's got a bit more done just to get some extra nails, nothing too severe. And again, that jeweler perk to be able to craft better sermons. So I'm going to head back to town, and then I've run out of speed potions. I really must buy more from Clotho. But in the meantime, let's see ourselves back to the farm. So let me give you an example here of how we can actually make a much better zombie. When you've got 5 skulls of each kind, you can immediately take that over to the embalming table. You can remove 2, or switch 2 to white from red with gold injection. Switch 1 from white to red with, red to white I should say in both cases, with silver injection. And then blood and fat removed will get you the last 2. Now you can see here, we can actually see the effects of each of these, removing each of these now, or the effects of what having them in is. Let me just actually take this off the table. Let me just see what's in this one, see if there's any dark stuff, or indeed how many skulls we've got on this one. So we've got 5 red and 4 white. Okay, that's let's take that away for now. Let's go back to the 10 one. This one. Okay, so we know we can take all of those 5 white away, and we know we can already add an extra white with the glue. So silver, gold, blood and fat will take away those 5 red, turn them into 5 white, so we'll have 10 white, 1 more than we already have, so that will be like 24%. Glue would add an extra white, so that's 11 skulls. But you can get a bit sneakier with this if you wanted to. If we have a look at the organs here, you'll see that intestines gives us 2 red. So if we remove those, 2 of those red skulls are going to disappear. If we have a look at the organs in here, well, we actually can't see the intestine checks, we don't have them, but presumably they're going to be much similar to these dark brains and dark hearts. So it will add 4 red, but 1 white as well. So if you can replace something that is 2 red with 4 red and 1 white, that means you're going to go from a 10 skull to start off with to a 13 skull even before the glue, and that will be a 14 skull. The only problem is you're going to start off with, if you start off with 5 red, you're going to end up with 7 red. So we can't really take all the red away with that, as far as I know. but you can get a lot more skulls. So don't think you're limited to sort of this approach. If you don't use dark organs, I think the maximum you can get is 12 white, but to get that you need to start off with 2, 3 or 4 red. So if this was let's say 9 skulls but with 4 red, we could get to 12. Do I have any 9 skulls with 4 red? That's 10. No, that's the other way around. Okay. No, I don't have any of those yet. We may well get one, so I'll just put this in storage for now. And I may well actually choose to build more pallets, more pallets, so we can get more bodies in here. But for the meantime, that's just what we're going to be doing to get much better zombies than these. Having said that, these are actually already much better than the ones we've got at our various auto stations. For example, up at the woodyard, we've got the first zombies I ever made, so they're not very good. So why don't I take this one up here, and we'll swap them out. And we can do the same thing for the porter that's up here as well. You see he's just sitting there. So let's get rid of you for a second. And yep, you can go over there. And is that a 22%? Yes, it is a 22% zombie. So that is like a 9 skull zombie, which will be better than before. And if he produces more wood than that zombie can carry, then we'll always just be able to, switch that out. Now remember, we got that medallion, so let's go and see if we can actually use it and see what's actually down there below dungeon level 10. We've got 5 more levels beyond that point. So I've got my speed flask on, and that's got about a minute left, but I've got plenty more. And I think I've already destroyed all the creatures down here, so we just have to get to the end gate. And no, look, I never remember which direction it's in, if it's only one direction. Do I get a choice? I usually get a choice. Let's go and see if it's up here. And are you up here? Oh, I've got some silver I could get over there. No, you're not up here. Okay, let's fast forward till I get to the dungeon gate. And here we are. So can we open it now? We can. And we get to floor 11. And let's see what's on floor 11. That's a new creature. That's a golem of some kind. Let's see what he actually does. Ah, no, AoE attacks. I don't want AoE attacks. Okay, what do we get from it? Graphite. Interesting. So that's a new drop. And I'm going to speed back up again. Usual spiders. And orange jellies, which aren't terribly hard, but this Damask sword is pretty good. Unfortunately, the spiders don't kill or die in 1 hit, but 2 hits is still fine. And of course the fire bats. Everyone hates fire bats. There we go. Anything else down here, I wonder? Other than the golems, of course. No, that's sort of usual stuff over there. I'll kill those later. And slimes down here, and more golems. Doesn't take very much to kill the golems now with this particular sword, though, so I'm happy about that. And lots and lots of drops, and we're going full Zelda in here. Okay, let's get rid of both of you. Heal up, and then I'll show you if there's anything new on this level. And while we don't have Jeweler yet, I do think we can actually grab these diamonds or these gems, so well worth grabbing them regardless. 4 faceted diamonds. Pretty good. And this is still on floor 11. And here we are back at the Dead Horse, and can we actually get anything else from... it was Mrs. Charm. She wants some vial of perfume, doesn't she? I have some questions, no more questions. Where's the perfume from again? I know we had to get it from someone. That was right. We needed 12 frogs, and only Clotho has the frogs, it seems. So we can buy 10. Can we not buy any more? Do we have to go back multiple times maybe? Are there multiple different classes of frogs? Doesn't look like it. So we can buy 10, and we're going to take the speed potions as well because, hey, why not? Those are always useful. Never be without them, pretty much. And we could get actually a couple more of these. So if I just get, let's say, 2 of you trees and 2 of the bush berries, that should fill in the garden or the sort of area for that near our farm. So we've got 10 there. Can we actually catch any frogs anywhere nearby or something? I don't see any, but oh no, there's some. Doesn't make it easy to catch though, unless they're only catchable with, I don't know, fishing rod or something like that. In any case, we can always come back for more once she's restocked, so that'll have to wait a little bit, but hopefully not too long. I can't buy any more. No. Okay, back to the farm. Okay, and I did just get another cadaver come across the sort of chute to me, and it actually brings a good option to get to 12 skulls. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? So much improved zombie, not as good as the dark organs, but as good as you can get without dark organs. We're going to need alkali first of all, and I don't have it yet, so I need to create life powder, death solution, and blood, and craft. And hopefully this will be alkali. Yep, alkali. And then we're going to use that to make a lye injection, I think. Yep, there it is. So we'll create some of those. So that's 4 of those already created. We'll go and take that and put it in our usual place for this kind of stuff, just in one of these racks. And then which one of these did I put it in? Bottom one maybe? Yes. So 5 white, 4 red. Pretty ideal. I'm going to take that. And we're going to apply, well, we actually need to go and apply the various injection. Well, we don't need to do it first, but let's just do it first. Take body. And from here we can apply, well, glue's already selected, so we can apply glue. That'll give us 1 extra white skull. While that embalming process is going on, we can actually just craft essentially our apple trees and berry bushes. So we can just apply something like this and like that. And the same thing here and here. And we can just cross hatch them, of course. Or any, any pattern you like, really. That doesn't take very long. There we go. And finally, another tree. And you can fill all those in, obviously, to get a full garden full. I don't have any need for that amount of food, but because we can just use wine, but maybe in a future update, we will need to do that. Are you finished yet with this embalming process? Not far off. So next, after that, we can apply the lye injection that we just created. Now that's going to have a different effect entirely. So if we just go to lye. So yeah, it adds both a red skull and a white skull. And remember, we can always get rid of 5 red skulls, and we only have 4 right now. So adding an extra red skull is no problem. Craft. So we'll end up with, what's that? 7 white now and 5 red. So 12 skulls total. And then we'll just need to get rid of the rest of the red skulls with silver, gold, fat, and blood, just like normal. And so we may as well speak to Snake about getting to the 11th level, which I just did. And he wants us to bring a golden apple out of there. Okay. That's from level 15. I only got to level 12, so yeah, we're getting on with it, but not quite there just yet. And if I had a golden apple, I could get him to 90. That still wouldn't get me the endless notebook, but I'll get us 1 step further. That's something we have to go back to once we complete the dungeon. And here we are, just taking out the last bits and pieces, quite literally. And we should end up with 12 skulls. Yep, there we go. Take the body and speed back up again. Do I have some zombie juice? We don't, but we can go and grab some, or tell our zombies to craft some. Zombie juice, yep. They've only got 1 blood available to them. In fact, I'm actually going to get rid of you for a second. You're taking far too long. Oh, I can't. It's on the zombie table, not the regular one. Fine, I'll put you back. Blood, I need to move some more around. Remember, we filled up those fountains, and that's used up my meager supplies at the alchemy side of things. So I just need to move some across from here, of which I've got a fair amount. and drop it back into one of these racks, and then it should count for any future that we actually want to put in there. So I'll just put the fat away as well. Useful for oil and other things. And yeah, nothing else I want from there. I have started expanding the apiary, by the way, to get more beeswax, but haven't really needed it so far, and we need to go and craft all those candelabras yet. I do actually need to get to that. Ooh, we have another faith donation, maybe? 2 faith and 1 silver story. Good. Candelabra 3s are, yeah, they're all the gold, aren't they? Gold plus complex iron. And they're only really needed, I think. You obviously can get more donations, more faith. But of course, if you use the gold tier combo prayers and stuff like that, you'll probably need a higher quality rating in your church anyway to get the higher tiers of rewards from that. So it's all adds together to get more benefit. Did you already craft this stuff? Where's my zombie juice then? Are you in here? You will have put this away somewhere and you just chose somewhere random because you're a zombie. Let me go and find it. Of course it was on the bookshelf. That just, I mean, why would you put it anywhere else? Resurrect. And by sheer coincidence, we have another zombie coming in. Well, another corpse. That's terrible. And no dark organ either. So I'll just put you there. Whoops. I'll just put you there for now. But we're not going to keep that at all. We are going to keep you, however. And I'm tempted to use this zombie towards one of the farms. In particular, see this bottom left farm? It's already upgraded to the quality 1. Let's take you out there for a second. And I will use that one, I think, to do a crop that will get automated for the boxes that we send down here. So to do that, we need a crop for that, and that's why I'm growing these onions over here, because, and they're not quite ready yet. We have a look in this box. So far, I've improved 22 onion seeds, and we need 24, I think. Let's go and take a quick look. If I just press craft here. Onions, are you in here? Onions. Interesting. It doesn't have a gold quality. You have to upgrade the farm to tier 3, presumably, to get quality fertilizer 2. Presumably that will let us grow gold stuff. We can grow silver already, but no, I don't want silver. I want the top tier. So, quality fertilizer 2 then. Okay, next thing we're going to need is flavor enhancer, and we need 4 of it to make that fertilizer. And to get that, we're going to actually be able to use hearts, the regular kind, not the dark kind, obviously. Well, I say obviously, but yep, we definitely don't want to use the dark kind for this. Put it in a distillation cube, and you will be able to get, let's just have a look, heart. There you go. And that should turn into life extract, and I think it's 3 of in this particular tier. We're also going to need some toxic solution and some ash. Now, ash is straightforward. I can get some from up in our bedroom area, so let's just go and grab some of that. We're going to want, I think, 4 of each of these things. So 4 ash. There we go. And then 4 toxic solution, which is what we're making with the, well, I actually already queued it up, I think, with mushrooms. Let's have a look. You put red mushrooms through the zombies. Toxic solution is going to be in here somewhere, I would have thought. Again, they'll just put it in a random place. I wish they'd actually go for the alchemy racks by default. There it is. Toxic solution, 4 of. And then life extract should come from this heart, which is not terribly far away. In fact, do I already have some in my inventory? I may already have a little bit. Yes, I do. I picked it up probably as loot or something. So we can put that together. So ash, toxic solution, and life extract. We should be able to craft that and turn it into flavor enhancer. There we go. So presumably now that is now a recipe. Flavor enhancer, yeah, there we are. We have enough, but we just need... Oh, we got 4 instead of 3. That's fine. We just need to make 3 of it. Okay. That's going to be combined. If we have a look in here, quality fertilizer, we need 2 of it, but we need 2 batches of this to upgrade the farm. So we need 20 peat and 4 of those flavor enhancers. So I'm just going to grab the peat. And that's now done. So I've got 2, well, I've already made 1 batch, but we'll make a second batch of quality fertilizer 2. And I've also got new corpse that came in. And it had even more stars, if I remember rightly. So I just put another lye through it, and lye will give us an extra red and white, remember? So we actually, did I? Oh, sorry, I put glue in first. So we've now got 7 white and 4 red. So if I just change that to lye, we should get 8 white and 5 red. So a 13 skull zombie. Pretty good. Even better than the one I already crafted. So I'm quite happy with that. And if more come in, the reason why it was like that, by the way, was it already had a dark heart. But because I've already got a dark heart in here, I decided, hey, I just leave it in the corpse, and that would actually help us to have quite a bit more to deal with. Yeah, we just need to upgrade that farm. And then maybe I can actually get these onions out. Yep, looks like I can. And I've got enough seeds now. So we're going to upgrade you for a second. So craft, upgrade to tier 3. Put you back in. And then we'll just put everything back in this box for a second. And we have 25 seeds there. So we should, or we shouldn't have a problem actually crafting enough to keep us going on gold onions. 25. And that is already, remember, one of those really fast zombies. So that doesn't look to be particularly fast, but yeah. And then what I think I'll do over here with this one, let's just put you on a craft on this. We've got that infinite crafting boxes of goods. We're also going to do the same thing with boxes of vegetables. Now I can do 1 just regular box of vegetables, but then I'm also going to set up another box of vegetables to be crafted from here. Oh no, I don't have anywhere near enough gold to get it started, but I can actually craft it and then change it to infinite. Okay, so if it has those gold onions available, and we should get another batch which will make it available for a first batch to be sent through, then that'll be fine. So we've now automated entirely gold star onions. And with gold onions automated, and more importantly our trade shop automated with them, well, I may well add another zombie and another quality 2 farm if that's needed, to make sure I have enough boxes every week to sell you know, over $1.50 worth of stuff. However, that looks like it's going to be the end of this episode. We're approaching that kind of time. It's up to come up to about half an hour. And the next episode will carry on. We'll probably complete the dungeon next episode and get some more, well, the last few bits of technology in the technology tree out of the way, and maybe finally get to that gold sermon we're talking about. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, it'd be more than appreciated. Put comments if you want to add any comments, particularly about crafting of ultra zombies, down below in the comments. And of course, if you haven't before, you can subscribe and click on the bell if you want notifications. It seems like YouTube are removing the ability to send notifications automatically via Twitter, because who would want to notify the valued viewers about things on networks other than YouTube? No one, of course, would want to do that. So they're removing the feature. Anyway, I will try to do them manually, but what I'd try to do is release these at the same time every day, so you know exactly when they're going to be released. And just in case you don't know, that's around 6 PM UK time. So that means it's around lunchtime in East Coast US, which is a kind of nice time, and sort of morning in West Coast US. And of course, a little bit later on in the day if you're over and the rest of the world. You know, Europe is a few hours ahead of that, of course, so it may be about 8 or 9 o'clock for you if you're in Europe. Other than that, I think we've pretty much done it for this episode. I hope to see you next episode for some more Graveyard Keeper. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.